Derrick Lewis comes back against Rodrigo Nascimento in the main event of UFC St. Louis this weekend. Stick around to hear my thoughts. I'm Wyatt, and this is Fight Society. All right, guys, so this weekend, the main event of UFC St. Louis, Derrick Lewis is getting a main event despite saying that he doesn't want to fight 5-round fights against a fringe ranking, relatively unknown heavyweight in Rodrigo Nascimento. This fight is them trying to squeeze every last little bit of name value out of Derrick Lewis before he retires. I assume he's got 2 to 3 fights left in him. If he loses this fight in bad fashion, I could see him hanging it up already. He's going up against Rodrigo Nascimento, who is 11-1, but he really hasn't fought great competition. His one loss is to Chris Daukaus, who ended up moving down to light heavyweight because he was undersized for heavyweight. And now he's not even in the UFC. So that is not a good loss. And then he has a no contest against Alan Badeau, who's not very good. And then his wins are against split decision against Tanner Boser, split decision against very old Ilir Latifi. And then he has a unanimous decision win against Don'Tale Mayes. And then he also has a submission win against Don'Tale Mayes in 2020. So Don'Tale Mayes is not a very good heavyweight. He's been around a long time, but he's very sloppy. So Rodrigo Nascimento doesn't have any like super great wins. He has decisions and 2 split decision wins against middle of the pack heavyweights. I watched his last fight against Don'Tale Mayes. He's very sloppy on the feet, bum rushes in with big shots, relies on his power like many heavyweights do, comes in with his hands down and his chin up. And Derrick Lewis does very well against guys like this. Derrick Lewis struggles against the heavy grapplers like Jailton Almeida, Curtis Blades, even though he knocked out Curtis Blades. And he struggles against people that are very fast. He struggled against Ciryl Gane, who's very fast for heavyweight. He struggled against Sergey Pavlovich, who also hits very hard and he's fast for a heavyweight. But Rodrigo Nascimento is very slow, very sloppy. Derrick Lewis has much more experience. And even though I've said I go for the youth over the experience and I go for activity, and when I in terms of what I rank for or what I prioritize for who's going to win a fight, I go for usually the younger fight, who's younger and who's more active. And even though both of those go towards Nascimento, I still believe that Derrick Lewis is going to win this fight. Derrick Lewis, I said last week that he is going to get laid on and wrestled to a decision, and that's his path to losing, or he's going to win in devastating knockout fashion. But after watching back some of Nascimento's fights, I think that he's just going to go in there and try to knock Derrick Lewis out. He's going to be overly aggressive and sloppy, and I don't think that he has the power that Derrick Lewis has. Derrick Lewis is going to put him to sleep. So there's my official prediction for the main event of UFC St. Louis is Derrick Lewis by first round KO TKO. And then we'll see what happens from there. Obviously, Derrick Lewis is not going to be a title contender again. He's past that part of his career, but he can still get some more fight night main events and big paydays under his belt before he rides off into the sunset. So my official prediction for UFC St. Louis is Derrick Lewis by round 1 KO TKO. Let me know your thoughts down below. Thanks for watching this video. Make sure to like and subscribe. If you want access to extra content aside from my regular videos, click the link in the description down below to become a channel member and get access to members-only live streams and other bonus perks. Or click the join button on our channel homepage. And if you're interested in some non-MMA content from me, check out my weekly podcast, the Hissyfit podcast, and check out my personal channel, Wyatt's World. I'll have them both linked in the description down below. Go watch this suggested video, and I'll see you next time.